Hey everyone, how are you today? Happy Friday. Welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 116 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to you. So I thought what I would do today, as you can see, I've got a little bit of green, pink. I thought this was a bit pumpkin-esque. So we are continuing with the Pretty Pumpkins series here today. I created a couple of what I thought were really beautiful cards during YouTube Tuesday, and so I made an offer that anyone who purchased $50 through me using my October host code here between Tuesday as well as Sunday, the 31st here of October, that I would gift them a fun card kit to make 6 cards with a Pretty Pumpkin set. And so I showed cards 1 and 2 during YouTube Tuesday, and so I'm going to show card 3 and a bonus 4th card during today's video. Say hello everyone. Hi Philomena, hi Marissa, hey Wendy, hey Doris. All right, glad we have some people popping on. It's awesome. So yes, as you can tell by today's colors, anybody want to take a guess what we are using today? Yes, so how does this look? So let me see here. I'll pull up the colors. Not too bad, right? It's pretty close. It's not quite soft succulent, but close enough. And we've got a little bit, I think this looks a bit Calypso coral in there. And I think that goes well with our Harvest Meadow paper here. So yeah, so we're going to be using soft succulent, some Calypso coral. We'll be pulling in some Bumblebee, and of course our beautiful Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. So, and like I said, we will be continuing using the Pretty Pumpkins bundle, beautiful stamp set, and the detailed pumpkin dies here. And my little card kit, I have these all ready to go, so if you place your order, there's no waiting. These will be popped right in the mail, and then the tutorials will be emailed right to you. And look how cute they are. Everything is all prepped to each of 3 designs, ready to be on its way to you. Yeah, so hey Luann, happy Friday to you as well. So I'm going to flip the camera here. We're just going to get right into it, get right started here. And it's not raining. It's supposed to be, but it's held off so far. A little bit overcast, but cooler, more appropriate for fall here. And yeah, good to be in the craft room. So let's get started. How about it? All right, so flip that real quick. As you can see, I've got my October host code right there, HZFHKU6X. And then the Pretty Pumpkin bundle you can find here on page 48 of the mini catalog. And then the Harvest Meadow paper is just a few pages over here on page 55. You can see that here as well. We're actually going to be pulling in the Cork specialty paper. So if you've been wondering what to do with that or how to use it, then I think you'll find today's video pretty helpful in that. Okay, so first card. So let me just do a little recap. I had the cards here. Here we go. So we made cards 1 and 2. We made these on Tuesday. And so today we are pulling in cards 3 and a bonus 4th. So the third one here uses Bumblebee as our card base, 5.5 by 8.5. And we are going to be folding here at 4 1/4. Luann says it's very windy out west. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to catch us live too. Hey Lori, you're right on time. Okay, so this one starts out pretty simple. Our card base of Bumblebee. Then we have a fun layer of soft succulent. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Get my seal ready to go. So with this one, we're not adding any ribbon around this or anything, so we can go ahead and just glue these straight down. All right, so we'll have a 1/4 inch border here. Oh, Wendy says there, horizontal rain in England today, more forecast. Oh, that sounds nasty. Well, I hope you are inside where it is safe and dry and warm. Yeah, all those good things. Whew. All right, so like I said, this one actually starts out pretty simple. Then we have some Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. Isn't this a beautiful pattern? I love that. It's very similar to the yellow pattern here that has like the little sunflowers on it, but this is a soft succulent variation, but again has a little bit of that sunflower pattern. Really cute. All right, so this is 3 inches by 4 inches, which is great for maximizing your and cutting your designer paper. And with this, I am going to glue this on. Oh, look at how well that matches. I should be using that side with the little branches. Boy, that matches my shirt really well. Aw. All right, so this one we are going to glue again directly to the paper, but I am going to angle this a little bit. I do want it to be able to kind of pop out and peek out behind our focal panel. So that's why I'm kind of angling this up here towards the left. Hey, Janelle. Tell me to put my shirt down. No. Okay, so then you also need a panel of basic white. This is also 3 by 4. So again, that's why I angled this so it would kind of peek out here behind the white. All right, so on this piece, we're going to stamp our greeting first. So I thought since we'd already used the If Friends Were Like Pumpkins, on this one maybe I would use the So Thankful for You. So let me get that out of here. There we go. Okay. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp this in the soft succulent to carry out that theme a little bit here. All right, so with this one, I'm going to stamp it. Okay, so you might want to, I'm going to angle this on my card. So perhaps lay it out, see how you like it, and then we'll stamp your greeting because you want your greeting to be straight. So if I'm doing my cardstock at an angle, I'm going to just slide it over, and then I'm going to stamp my sentiment so it's actually parallel to me, okay? So if you did that, it's going to look crooked, but once you put it on your card, it will look straight, if that makes sense. Okay, so once you've got that stamped, and again, we do that because if you need to, you can always flip it over and have a second chance there. All right, so we'll do this. I know Janelle's saying don't angle it. Janelle's my little bit of type A here. That's okay. I am going to angle it, but I will put the pumpkins on and you'll see it's going to be so cute. Okay. All right, so for this card, let's use these detailed pumpkin dies. I thought it'd be fun. We'll use this one, and I hadn't used the super detailed one yet, so we're going to use that too. And then we need the large leaf here for our pumpkin, and then that should do it for this card. Okay, so we're going to pull in some Calypso Coral for our solid pumpkin. So voila, here we have that one. And then for the second one, for this detailed one, I thought let's try the cork. So if you haven't checked it out, the cork specialty paper is a 12 by 12, and you actually get two 12 by 12 sheets. And it really is cork. You can see the different texture in it. It almost has like a little gold shimmer in there as well. And then the back side is just like a craft brown. Hey Sue, how are you? Yeah, so I thought it cuts really easy because it's got that paper background, so you can run it through your paper trimmer, use it with your dies. And so what I've done is decided, okay, so this pumpkin is about what, 2 by 3.5. All right, so decide what size you need. All right, then you cut your cork to that same size. And then we pull in our adhesive sheets. Now your adhesive sheets come in 6 by 12 inch sections. So again, you only need to slice off a piece that's about the size that you need, okay? And when you're ready to do that, you peel the backing off your adhesive sheet and you go ahead and stick down your cork paper. So on here, I've already done that. You can see the little edge sticking out there, and then it's white on the back because it already has the adhesive sheet applied. So when I run that through the die cut machine, then look how it comes out. Isn't that cool? You can see this is where I actually cut it out from. All right, so you still have some of that really neat texture and design in there, but as intricate as this is, that would be a pain in the butt to glue, and you'd have little sticky globs everywhere. But with the adhesive sheet, what makes it so nice is that we can just come to the back and then peel it off just like a sticker. Now the cork paper is pretty sturdy. It's got a little bit of flexibility to it, so it works really nice for this intricate piece. And with all that adhesive right on there, we are just going to stick this right down here, and I'm going to have the stem kind of wrap around my text there for my sentiment. All right, put this right here on our card, and it's good to go. Really easy, and then you can throw that part away. So we want to have a little bit of layering going on. Hey Angela, glad you could jump on. So we are going to use our mini dimensionals for our little Calypso coral pumpkin. So like I said, so these are the two that we've used so far. So we'll go ahead and use our minis on this. And I don't know, I guess I like to use a lot of dimensionals. I want to make sure this pumpkin isn't traveling off my card. Don't want to let it get away. Okay. There we go, all those little pieces. Okay, so this will overlap and be right down here. Okay, so our pumpkins, Janelle, our pumpkins are perfectly perpendicular here. It's just our background that's a little bit angled. So if you like everything straight, then don't worry, it's okay. All right, so now with our big pumpkin leaf, I've die cut that with the soft succulent. And I don't know if you've noticed about these leaves, but they curve so nicely that you can actually tuck them in right around the stems. So I'm going to use a little mini dimensional on here as well. Yes, I do love my glue dots. Hey, Peggy, glad to have you catch me live. That's awesome. We are making some pretty pumpkin cards here today. And so I have just tucked that little leaf right behind my stem. Kind of makes it look like it's growing on the vine. A little more natural there. All right, and then I'm going to pull in some linen thread. I have that somewhere. I don't know about you guys and your thread. I'm really good with my ribbon, keeping that all nice and organized on the spool. But linen thread, sometimes you can lose track of the end. So I end up just keeping mine in a little bag and end up unrolling half the spool here. Okay, I didn't do too bad today, but I've got the end. I'm just going to gather it and tie a little bit of a bow. All right, so you see it kind of comes out a little big and lopsided. Give yourself plenty of room to work here, because you can always trim those ends off. All right, but with this thin little thread, you don't want to cut it too short. Okay, so I've got about the right size bow. I'm going to find my next glue dot here and stick that knot to the dot. All right, and that way it's easier to grab, easier to peel off, and I can put that, oops, right here on my stem, right where I want it to go. And I don't have to worry about getting boogie fingers or anything. And this is kind of cute with my thread kind of curling around, just like those pumpkin vines that grow everywhere. Of course, you could trim that off if it drives you nuts, but whatever look that you prefer. And then we'll embellish this with a few more of the brushed metallic adhesive dots. Of course, these are also from the Harvest Meadow suite there. The Harvest Meadow has the beautiful Harvest Meadow papers, the Cork specialty papers in that collection as well, and the brushed metallic adhesive dots. So let's go ahead, we'll add kind of random. I've used up just about all of my small ones, so I'm going to go with the big ones on here today. And I will sneak a little one on here. There we go. And that way, if your sentiment is a little crooked, you can just kind of frame it out and be like, see, I did that on purpose. Nobody has to know that it was crooked on accident. Just own it and be like, yep, I did that. It's good. So that is card number 3. So if, like I said, if anybody places an order with me using my October host code here by the end of the month, by Sunday, October 31st, then you will get a cute little card kit already packaged, ready to go. The brushed metallic dots are already in here. Your ribbon, everything is pre-cut, pre-die cut. The only thing not included are the stamped images and the sentiment. So you would definitely need to provide your own. And of course, the Pretty Pumpkins bundle would be perfect for that. So you'd have 2 cards to make this one, 2 of these, and then you also have 2 of these. So nice kit, and you'll make 2 each of these 3 designs. Super cute. My tutorial is already typed, ready to go. And so I can send that out to you and pop your kit in the mail. So the next card, I know on Tuesday I showed that my team member Kim had made this pretty little pumpkin card. She used pale papaya and Cajun craze. And I liked that so much that as I was making some thank you cards for my October orders here, that I thought this would be perfect. I could change it up a little bit, and that'll go as a nice thank you card for my October orders, as well as a little bonus project for my Pretty Pumpkins kit. So what I am using for this project, instead of the pale papaya, I'm actually using Calypso Coral. That keeps it in our Harvest Meadow color theme here. Okay, so this is again 5.5 by 8.5. And we'll fold that there at the 4.25. All right, so again, keeping with the theme, I am going to do a layer of Misty Moonlight. All right, so this is, again, we want a 1/2-inch border here. The card is pretty simple. We want those colors to pop. So we're doing 3 3/4 by 5 inches on this one. And we're not going to glue it down quite yet because I am going to stick my ribbon on first. And yes, Wendy says she'll have to mash up the measurements to centimeters. I know, I'm so sorry. I was going to say if I had a piece of grid paper handy. Let's see here. I might. Let me see. Yes, okay, so pull out my Stamparatus paper. All right, so your layers for this, I guess if we're coming down from the top, looks like 13 by 9 and like 7, 9.7, something like that. So like 13 by 9.7, and then the basic white layer is 1/4 inch smaller. Okay, so this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I could glue these down, but let's go ahead and do a little bit of stamping first. Again, this way, if we mess something up, we can always flip our paper over and have a second try. So Kim used Cajun Craze on here. I'm going to go with the Calypso Coral and use our little pumpkin trio because it's so cute. So aiming this towards the top third of the card, right? Hopes that's a little, see how it is a little bit crooked. If you don't like it, you can always, paper has two sides. That's one of the beauties of Stampin' Up's solid core paper, is that you can always have a do-over. Okay. That's a little bit better. Okay, so that's the pumpkins, and Kim used the beautiful sentiment from our Pretty Pumpkin set. She did the if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. I wanted to make these more of a thank you gift, so I'm pulling in the Heartfelt Wishes with the Much Gratitude sentiment. I thought that would be cute here as well. So I've already got that on my block. Boy, that is crooked on my block. Let me straighten that out. All right, so again, I'm using the Calypso Coral. I am going to pull this off, slide that grid paper in here, because this is just a little bit wider than my 3.5-inch paper. So the little ends are going to hang out just a little bit. So I'm going to stamp this below my pumpkins. Okay, and see, I've got just a little bit of hangover, and I didn't want to get that on the front of my card. Okay, so go ahead and do your stamping first, and then instead of the pale papaya there, I am in love now that I have discovered, so this denim ribbon, Stampin' Up! Is reintroducing it as part of a Heart and Home collection that will debut in the spring mini catalog beginning in January. I know it seems a little crazy to talk about something that's a few months out. As part of their onstage event for demonstrators, we had the opportunity to pre-order that collection, and this denim ribbon is included in it. I was doing a random search for something on the Stampin' Up! Online store and typed in denim, because we did have a denim ribbon previously, like a few catalogs back, and I love this ribbon. So I actually discovered I have a few rolls of it in my stash. Well, lo and behold, when I typed this denim, was in the online store, the ribbon is on there. So who knew? It's not in the catalog, but it is available for purchase in the online store. It's $7 for the roll. I believe the item number is the same, 149590. So you don't have to wait for it to come out in the spring. If you want denim ribbon, you can actually get this now. And I love it because being denim, it's just like your favorite pair of jeans. They go with everything. And so this denim ribbon is kind of this fun, shabby chic, goes with everything. And I think it goes great here with our pumpkins. So that is what I'm using on here. So I'm cutting just a little bit wider. And I'll put my adhesive here on the back. Hey, Lori. Hey, Carolyn. How are you guys? All right, so yeah, so that is my little denim ribbon story. Every now and then, somehow things end up still available in the online store. I know that braided linen trim that I love, it's a little bit thicker than the linen thread, but it's a linen trim. And even though the natural color is no longer available here in the US, it's available in red on the clearance rack. Carolyn's right. The ribbon here is $7. So you get, what is this? 10 yards, 9.1 meters. So 10 yards here. So you can make a lot of cards with this ribbon. And so I cut this just wide enough to go across my card here. And before I put on my bow, I'm going to adhere this down. I don't like to run my adhesive over a bump. Get a much smoother application if you tie your knot afterwards. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this right down. And yeah, here we go. I'm going to slip this under. Just do a little knot here. and trim it out. Okay. So there we have it. I'm not actually going to add little adhesives or, embellishments or anything. I kind of like it just plain and simple. Sometimes it's nice just to have a clean, classic, simple card ready to go. And I thought that was just so elegant. I loved Kim's idea here. And so this is a true casing. So depending how you word the acronym, it's copy and selectively edit. So I selectively edited out the color choice and my sentiment and of course the type of ribbon. But there we go. That is how you case a project. So all together then from our pretty, what I'm calling the Pretty Pumpkin collection. Then we have, in our collection, we had cards 1 and 2. These were from Tuesday's video. So if you are watching on YouTube, or definitely go back and watch the replay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, share, all of that good stuff. Have to make sure I get that in there. There we go. And then get a 4th bonus card there. So again, the offer is open. Anyone who places an order through me began Tuesday, which I believe is the 26th, through this Sunday, which is October 31st. Order $50 or more in my online store. Just use that host code and I will send you the fun card kit. You'll make 6 of these, 2 each of the 3 designs, and you'll get a pretty little thank you note in there as well. The tutorial I'll be including has directions and measurements for all 4 cards. Okay, so that is the Pretty Pumpkins and the Harvest Meadow. I just love that. I love all things fall. The leaves are so pretty right now. We've had quite a bit of rain, so that's knocking them off quick, but it really has been a pretty nice fall here in upstate New York. All right, Carolyn is asking about things. The Pretty Pumpkin bundle is here on page 48 of the mini catalog. The bundle itself is $45.75, so you could add a package of the, I have to check. I know the brushed metallic dots in the Cork were on back order, but they are supposed to be restocking and shipping here next week. So just check the online store. If it just says back order, then you can still order the items and they'll ship as soon as they come back in stock. And they should be in within the next week or so. All right. So, and then of course your Harvest Meadow paper. Love that. I've been through a few packages of it, and I think maybe I'll get one more before the before this catalog is done, and that is here on page 55, Harvest Meadow. Yeah, love that. All right, so I hope you guys all have a fabulous rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and dry, and do lots of stamping. Be a great weekend for that. We did pretty much our fall yard cleanup last weekend when it was nice. We got all the patio furniture brought in, got things kind of winter-proofed, and so we're pretty good outside. And now I need to clean the house inside, but I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather be stamping. So have fun with that. Thank you all, and I look forward to stamping with you again soon. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.